these projection bosses. Um, I noticed something real interesting on the 90-minute, which I love. Why? Well, there's a 9 in it. Powerful time frame, as everybody knows. So is a 45-minute. What's 4 plus 5? 9. That's why I use these charts a lot. 45-minute and 90-minute. Look at the 90-minute. Right? Last two pullbacks we've had here. Both 99.7 Laplace distribution range projection pushes. All right. The first one from right over here, go down, hit to 99.7, just kept bouncing off of it. 4 90-minute candles in a row. Then we go sideways. Get this fun. This is the famous Bitcoin cuck the world wicks there. Whoop whoop. All right. Then we get that big move to the upside, which went back up to test the mean of this first projection. And this is good old-fashioned wash trading. That's all this is. People are confused about reading price action. Look at this move. It bounces right off the daily S3. Okay, at right about 56.6. Where's the wick go to? 59.6. It was exactly 3K. So you get some big players, right? They start a nice big buy. People jump on board, right? They're the same people that bought this move, the big players, had sells right up here. Where at? Right at the top of the daily volatility range. Pretty simple. Or is that that's the R1? My bad. So right at the daily R1, which is a good spot. Look where the candle closed. Right under the center of the daily volatility range. Then they bleed it out. Lower, 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 bleed it out. Gathering liquidity over time for the inevitable move to the upside we're going to have, right? These guys are just stacking money. So when the time comes, they just go all in, man. Hundreds of millions of dollars going to come flooding in to get this thing really going. It's going to be incredible once we do this. I just wanted to show you. That's what happened earlier. No doubt, right? Look where we're at. This may be, you do not get too many days where you hit a daily S4, right? Went a little bit below it. On this last 4-hour candle that we just opened up, it bounced off the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That's where it's bounced from. We got back up in here inside the 68.3. If you start a projection on the 15-minute from here, if you move this up a couple candles, where the down move started, whoa, went too far. Let's see, it's on 34 now. There we go. See, it got outside the 95.4. Now it's back inside. Starting to make its way back up. You know what's going to happen here? We'll see by the end of the day. You really want to get up inside the first standard deviation, blue cross line right here. It'll be even better to get up inside this 68.3. So let's go back over here again real quick. So maybe first one. So like you can see, right? So we go up here, do this little fake out to the top side, which all it did is retested the mean of this down move from a couple days ago, right? Or yesterday, yeah. So you start another projection here, Laplace distribution, does the same thing. Goes down to the 99.7. All right. Now on that 90-minute candle, all right, we open up here. Open up right here. What's it do immediately? Goes down, bounces right off, to the dollar on the 90-minute, bounces off the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. All right. Now where is it at? Where did the 90-minute candle just hit? It literally just hit the 95.4% Laplace distribution range to the top side here. So on this 90-minute candle, right, there's a 95.4% chance this thing stays under here. Seeming to pick up a little steam right now. So At this point, so do you want to target the 3SD standard or normal distribution up here at about 57K? Or does it want to push, go all the way up to this 90-minute 99.7 Laplace distribution range about 57.3? We'll shortly find out. It could stay right here until the close of this 90-minute candle, which is in 23 minutes and 35 seconds. Should I do a countdown? Nah, we don't do that. I don't worry about that. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. But both these times, right, when you get projections like this, there's a 0.3% chance, or 0.03% chance, excuse me, the price action is going to close a candle outside of this range. More likely it's going to bounce. And more likely than that, before you get another down move, you're going to get a candle close inside the 95.4. When you bounce there, there's a 95.4% chance this candle was going to close inside this range. And then, boop, we start a new projection, 99.7. So right now, by the end of this 90-minute candle or the next one, look for it to be closing somewhere up in here. I got a squeaking on the loose behind me. Got one of the dogs going crazy. Sweet. That'll make good. Okay, let's see here. But like I said, let me look at this range. Oh, 90-minute candle opens up, goes down to the 68.3, pumps right to the 95.4. To the dollar both ways. I wonder why we use this stuff. Oh, hell, I don't know. There must just be some magical support and resistance, some magic data set somewhere where people are putting support and resistance lines. Hogwash. Call it hogwash. That's all it is. Let's now let me reload this. I got the weekly chart saved. Let me go to the stream chat too. There we go. See, Mom. Uh-oh. Take care of your incident, Andy. UOS. What the hell is UOS? I'll look for it. Okay, so right here. Here's the weekly chart. I got these two projections, right? One started from this was a 60K high. Yep. This was a 60K high after the all-time high, right? We had a little dip and then boop, right back up 60. Dump out, right? Dump out down here. What was this? This was that 50% move from 60K to 30K, 29 and some change actually. And from there, whoop, we just go sideways, get back up inside the 95.4, and then pump off that. Create the new all-time high, right? What was this? 69.1 or something like that, somewhere in that range. And now we're having this pullback, right? Where it's been a 20% pullback. Last week, right? We hit the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. Just went by it by a couple $100. Now we're getting a little bit of continuation coming into this new week. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out, right? Are they going to push this thing down even lower? Who knows? That's why we trade volatility. Okay. Let's see here. So now let's
I just want to say something real quick, if you can hear me. Which is, there's a reason we present the information in this way on these charts, and if you're like learning this stuff, you should definitely hack yourself up a good version of what you see on these charts if you have these tools, because the way they are presented makes it very clear, I think, for a lot of people.
oh yeah. Yep. And right here we have the alpha trading ultimate power means, right? We've got a reverse wave trend in here. We got a reverse Fisher in here. We've got a central power mean, which is the white dots. The Fishers down here, purple dots. These are all freaking really cool gradient colors, though. They change colors. The blue ones right here, that's reverse wave trend. Okay. That's reverse wave trend. You can see when we opened up the day, right? When we opened up the day, it pumped up, kind of rejected off the reverse wave trend. Is what I'm looking for. This variance log MA right here that I have set to a 54. It's up there at about 56,974. 56,974. Let's see something real quick. Yeah, it's going to be inside the 1SD. So that makes a lot of sense. So once again, I'm looking for this daily to close inside the 1SD. Now, if you're talking about percentage wise on this daily candle, there's a 68.3% chance it does do that, right? So the probability is on your side. Probability is on your side to do that. Why do I want that to happen? Here's where I'm seeing a lot of confluence for a bottom. Doesn't mean it can't come down to this reverse fissure. It's about 51.8. After today, it's going to be probably about 52. And it's at the same spot as this 144 setting on this variance log MA, is because when you start going up through these time frames, right around where we are on this price, you go to a 2-day, price action's right around this variance log MA, right? And that is literally at a 56,490, right? 56,490. You go to a 3-day, it's bouncing off the 33, right? It's totally bouncing off the 33. So 3-day, we're still above it. We're still above that 33. On the 2-day, we're a little bit below the 33. That's why I'm looking for this 2-day to close up here too. But the most important thing I want to see is for the daily to close above its 54. That's what I really want. Because now you go to a 5-day, it's up here messing around with the 11 setting, right? And that 11 setting is at 56.5, right? You go to a weekly, it's up there by the 11 as well. And that is at 56.722. Now, when I talk about confluence, are we starting to see like right around where price action is right now? You've got the weekly trying to find support on the 11 variance log MA. You got the 5-day trying to find support here on the 11 length variance log MA. You've got the 3-day and the 2-day finding support on the 33 variance log MA. And you've got the daily trying to find support on the 54. But like I said, this daily needs to get up there. And if you see where the price is on the daily, like I just showed, 56,975, which would put us firmly inside the first standard deviation normal distribution on the daily candle as well. That's also going to get the 2-day, the 3-day above it as well, and the 5-day. So the 5-day, 3-day, and 2-day will all pull back up inside their perspective variance log MA. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, why am I with those? Well, because none of these higher time frames are around the reverse wave trend. None of them are around the central power mean, right? On these higher time frames, they're all above it. And so if I'm on the daily and I'm down here looking at this like 52K range, start going up through these time frames. There's nothing solid. There's nothing solid at that 52K range, not on the 2-day. It's a now on the 3-day. It's like there's nothing solid. I look for confluence where they're within a few $100 of each other. Where if you go up here to 52, where are you? I mean, it's probably within about 300. Actually, no, it's about $700. So you go up here to the 5-day and look around for something around 52. There you are right there. It's above the 33, probably by about $1,000. In the weekly, let's look for something around 52. Yeah, it's literally it's about $1,000 above the central power mean. So that's what I kind of do when I'm looking on these high time frames. I'm trying to find different, whether it be the central power means or reverse wave trends or reverse fissures, these variance log MAs. Where's all the confluence at right now across the board, right around where price action is right now? That's where it's all at. Doesn't mean it can't go lower. I'm just saying right now, that's where all the confluence is. So what's another thing that I'm saying? That if it does break this area and really wants to freaking start closing candles down below, Who knows where this thing could go? Who freaking knows where this thing could go? So that's all I'm saying is there's a lot of confluence right around where we're at now when it comes to these variance log MAs on different time frames. 12-hour, it's hanging out down here around the 144, which on the 12-hour, right? That's the last line of defense. That's the last line of defense, the 144. You want to see that support price action on the 12-hour for sure. 100%. So let's get up there. Let's try to close up around definitely inside the first standard deviation normal distribution. Right, that's where I want to close. Bitcoin, I command the close up there above 56.6, or actually it's yeah, 56.667. Ooh, that's a lot of sixes in there, you little devil dog. Let's just say 57. Let's get back to this last 4-hour candle, right? We're right now, we're closing these 15-minute candles above the 4-hour 68.3 to the top side. Let's see a boom up here and hit the 95.4. That's right here at about 56,850-ish area. Close up here, close up inside of it. All right. Let's see what happens. Close up inside this first standard deviation distribution. I won't send a a letter to the CEO of Bitcoin complaining about this cuck factory going on. But no, guys, this is liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. This is a game of liquidity, in my opinion. You get to make a run to where this thing wants to go, you fucking need liquidity, right? You need liquidity, like these shorts piling on 600 today in Bitfinex alone. But at the same time, 1,236 longs piled on the same exchange, right? So it's a 2-to-1 really right now, longs to shorts. So let's see. I was expecting this baby maybe to bounce off the bottom of the monthly range down here about 55.2. Didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. It would have definitely, if this S4 on the daily was down here, yeah, it could have been. But you can see the daily second standard deviation and 95.4 Laplace distribution range were right here. This is kind of a magnet for price action. Didn't quite get down there. Same time though, this top side, like that. It would just crack me up seeing a couple of these candles right here before close and just Bitcoin just making people cry. Bitcoin likes to make people cry. There's no doubt about it. So let's go over here and look on the daily. What's the daily doing right now? It's building up a shitload of bull divergence is what Bitcoin's doing. Especially if this candle closes down here. Let's blow this up a little bit. You can see as long as this candle closes below, I'll tell you what, this thing can still create the bull div if it closes inside that first standard deviation. It's got about a $200 little bit of a leeway there. So if that happens and you see this returns oscillator bounce here on the zero mean, you can see the variance turning up positively correlated. The dictator, right? In real life, he's a total asshole. But when it comes to indicators, it's a charmer. This baby is special. And it's Fisher Transform, right? This is based on Fisher Transform. Shout out to Donnybrook. He's a wizard. This is a very powerful indicator for trend and stuff. I mean, I'm really liking it. You can see the lower length dictator is turning up. All right. I'm looking for this higher length one to follow in suit. You see them cross this MA to the upside. All I could do is back test this indicator on the daily. It's pretty damn powerful. Pretty damn powerful. And you're seeing a steady decline in this Z score, right? Just slowly going up with every freaking day. I want to see this go positively correlated. See how it's angled down a little bit, negatively correlated. You don't want to see that Z score rise negatively correlated. That's why this is a down day to begin with, right? Negative correlation, Z score rising. Okay, she's getting some water. She worked herself out on that freaking squeaky ball. Good. You done, girl? Good dog. So yeah, a little expansion negatively correlated on the top two APRs. Kind of a little bit of contraction negatively correlated on the high length. So that's helping keeping the swing from doing a real massive dump. Could usher in a little late day, little boom boom here. Little boom boom. Boom boom sailor, long time. Let's see this shit. Look at the 12 hour real quick. Yeah, 12 hours actually having an occurrence to the downside, right? That's why. Look when it started. These last two 12-hour candles were really accelerated. Really accelerated. So once again, what's that Gaussian mean at? That ain't bad. Gaussian means at it is up there pretty high, 58,141. So that'd be nice to I don't know if it's gonna get there. It's kind of ugly to be honest. We're gonna have to see what happens. But once again, just like the daily, there's nothing but bull div being built on the 12 hour and the daily. Especially we open up this new day and we start moving to the top side again. Returns oscillator pops on both of them. You got bull div out the ass from all the way back here. Just all lower lows on price action, all higher lows on the returns oscillator, all higher lows on the Z score of log returns. Donk, donk, donk. Let's see what happens up here. You can see the returns oscillator. So we got to see how this plays out. 8 hour. Yeah, 8 hours the same. 8 hours the same. Let's blow this up real quick. It's getting close to that data set, but here's the real boom boom down here. So they're all going to be higher lows. But those higher time frames is really what matters to me, to be honest. Let's see. Let's say black here. I'm trying to make a little decision there. Do you want to go positive or negative correlation there? Let's see this just pop, go positively correlated. This last 6 hour candle of the day. 4 hour. You can see, right? I mean, right when this Z score pops to the top side and it's negatively correlated, that's where you really get these 4 hour candles just accelerate to the downside big time. Accelerate to the downside big time. And here, before we even change the time frame, let's turn off the price action. We don't need price action. We don't need price action to tell you which way price is going. Where you have lagging indicators like stochastics and RSI and shit like that, right? Hey, it's all good. You want to trade that way? That's fine. We're not going to knock you for it. Not going to knock you for it. We just found a better way to trade. That's all. Let's drop down on the 15-minute. Oh joy! Look at that variance move. Holy crap! Holy. This will be very interesting here. Just to show there's so many little spots here to show you. And I can specifically just use this Wolfsbane indicator. Boink. Is that poppy duty? It's poppy duty time. Variance doesn't lie. What's variance? It's the spread of data around the mean, right? And what makes the data spread around the mean? And what are those points that are around the mean? The standard deviations of return is volatility, and volatility is what creates the spread of data around that mean. Simple. It's simple. Now let's turn off. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Oh, I could have put one there. It was just out of range. So down move. Yep. This is on the 15-minute. There's the next down move. There's the next down move. There's the next down move. Here's a hell of an up move. Getting some sound effects today. So then it kind of just goes, it drops off a little bit, right? Goes sideways. Here's the next significant little down move on a couple of 15 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Very random, right? The entropy's down here flashing yellow, telling you it is a random. And then right here, another outlier to the downside. Do, 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 do. So yeah, this is what makes these indicators so powerful in our opinion. You don't even need to look at price action. I could turn this shit off and just trade the indicator, right? And trade the indicator and don't you have a damn worry about it. As long as this thing is still having an outlier, I'm in the trade. As soon as it flattens out, I'm out of the trade. As soon as that turns positively correlated, I'm out of the trade. As soon as that turns down, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, right? I'm out. It's a no-brainer. Just chipping away, chip, 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 chip. Even if you're patient, is this going to continue? Yeah, okay, let's jump in the trade. As soon as the variance tells me something different, I'm staying in this trade. Like right here. How do you know? I don't know. Well, we just got a new 15-minute candle, right? It's charging, still charging. That 15-minute candle closes, poop, it changes direction. You know, now if you were smart, you're going to see how massive of a pump this is, and you're not just watching this, right? You're over here and you're going, oh, where's it going to? Well, there's the R1, but you know what? This is moving hard. I would have probably taken profit right here to center the daily volatility range, that yellow line. All right. So if you come back here, whoops. Oh, come back over here, you're out right there at the candle close. Right? You miss on some of that. But boom, you're out. It went up a little bit more, but then it pulled right back to where you got out of the trade and bled out the rest of the day. And you're just feeling like a fucking genius, right? Boy, that was a great trade. Even if you don't get in the whole damn move, it was a $3,000 move. How greedy do you want to be? All right. If you're in that whole trade, kudos, man. You made, if it's one Bitcoin trade, you made like 3K. Good times. Back on. Just wanted to show that real quick. Turn all that fun little stuff on. Okay. Chat 15 minutes. Let's see the these babies are turned up. The Fisher is turned up. This is why I love having these two lengths. You can see the higher length, boom, 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 boom. You have this lower length turn up right here, right? And you actually get a couple 15-minute candles, right? Try to push up, they reject off, they reject off this 11 variance log MA. It's not until the high length turns up, then it really starts moving back to the top side. Not that this is the top side by any means. But then another thing that we were dealing with all these last few days, it's crazy. Remember the end of last week? These APPs were exhausted as hell to the downside. It's happening again. 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute, hour. The 90 and the 2 hour were all buried down at zeros at one point. All right. And that's not telling you that there's anything overbought or oversold. That's all hogwash anyway. There is such a thing as exhaustion, though, right? Oh, we are exhausted. We are tired of selling. Here. Let me see here. Okay. That's probably enough on Bitcoin. It's in super cuck mode anyway, right? Just cucking everybody at every chance it gets. Where are my deviation bands? What you doing, 2 hour? Oh, chart's frozen. The right side of my chart is frozen. Very interesting. There's a way to fix that. Bitcoin can cuck. I will not let TradingView cuck my session here. I would just reload it. There we go. It's moving. Okay, back on the daily. All right, let me. So maybe view of this. Uh, hmm, where to look at it? What pairing do you want? What pairing do you want, Igloo, on that OUS Ultra? I mean, you want it against Bitcoin? You want it against the dollar? Tell me. Maybe he left. Yeah, he's not even here. He wants me to look at something and he left. What the hell? Well, I guess I get to choose. UOS. How about we do the oil services? Or on the the Aussie Stock Exchange here, United Overseas Australia Limited. And just fuck with them. He'll go to watch a video and be like, "The hell?" No, he did ask. Let's see. You know what? KuCoin's probably got a lot of. And obviously, we're gonna Finex against Bitcoin. Yeah, why? No, dollar. Yeah, I want to look against the dollar actually. Hey, 10 moves. I've already taken my profits. Well, that's your. I don't know if Igloo does Igloo have all the indicators. You're having a statistical outlier on the daily to the top side. If you took your profits, hey, you made profit. Did you take profits too soon? Well, fucking yeah, you did. You at least should have waited for the daily close. I mean, obviously, you can pull back. That's where we can drop down on lower time frames. Let's see what's going on over here. Uh, yeah, see, here's the thing. I mean, you get the end of the statistical outlier top side, but it's rolling over negatively correlated, coming down. So price action kept walking back up. You've got the freaking 4 hour lower length dictator turning back up too, and historical volatility Z scores coming down negatively correlated still. And I mean, for Christ's sake, yeah. So if you're listening, you're watching this on recording or whatever, Igloo. I don't know. I'd have to look up. I mean, there's a lot of people have the damn indicators. I don't know if you have all the indicators. The entropy is trending to the top side right now. This is a very powerful indicator. It's going to keep you in trades. Very powerful. But at the same time, just like when you get exhausted to the downside, the buying's exhausted. The buying is exhausted. But look at the AVRs contracting, negatively correlated, contracting, negatively correlated. Everything saying the walk up is going to continue. And at the close here today, considering, and what's another thing too? Especially if you go local. Let's not go all the way back to here. Let's just say there's no bear div. There's no bear div on log return Z score or returns oscillator. Right? None. What about on the daily? Is there any bear div? I mean, a little bit from back here, but if this thing keeps charging, it's gonna nix that real fast. But you're exhausted up here on the daily too. But of course, when you get shit coins like this really pumping hard, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. That's why you gotta understand the entropy indicator. This thing's been trending for a while. This thing's been trending for a while. You literally could have taken your profit right up here, let it pull back, and you could have literally got back in the move, right? You literally could have got back in the move. 100%, especially right where it starts having the statistical outlier to the top side. Here was the pullback statistical outlier to the downside. Now it came down a little bit, had this little pullback. You see the wick sucked up though, having a statistical outlier to the top side still. Good stuff. Good stuff. Why that just brought my dream back to me, I have no idea. I told MJ about my funny ass dream I had last night. Oh my God. Tesla has a plant in Reno, right? So in my dream, I'm Elon Musk's friend. And he's giving me a tour of the facility. And I show up, and he's got this big badass office in the plant, indoor pool and shit. There's a couple hot chicks. So I take like a swim first, and I get out. Now I can't find my suit jacket. He's ready to take me on the tour, and I can't find my suit jacket. He's like, "Well, here, wear a robe." He hands me a robe, and it's like a thick wool robe that you can really see the pattern, the stitching in it, and it's literally my chart colors. The stitching of the wool is my chart colors. So I'm wearing this like pink and light blue robe around in the factory. I lose him, and it's weird. It's like lunchtime. There's people everywhere. And in the factory, it's almost like a business office instead of where they're making cars. But I get outside, like by the front doors, outside of this little freaking entry area that looks like a metal detector. And I hear a buzz, and all the people are running back in. Well, I don't know. You have to be back inside these things before the buzz stops, or they don't let you back in. So it stops. I try to go through. Security grabs me, and they're like, "Who are you here with?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm here with old Muskie." They're like, "Well, let's check you off." "Oh, yeah, you're here with Elon. Let me call him. He'd come get you." It was the weirdest fucking dream. Thought I'd share that with everybody. It's just crazy shit. I don't know what's up. I was like, "Hey, Elon, how about slide me a cool billion? I'll buy Bitcoin with it. Pump this fucking thing." All right. And yeah, that's hard to say. UOS, right? Holy crap. Say that fast 5 times. UOS, UOS. All right. So the historical volatility Z scores heading back up, possibly correlated. But man, the entropy, powerful indicator for crying out loud. Our guys get her done. All our indicators, very powerful, very powerful. There's other people creating indicators like this, but nothing like we got going on. Trust me. They might say they do. Nah. Plus, we got the customer service to top it off. We're great people here. We are great people. We yearn to help people learn this. You guys have no idea. It drives us, literally drives us. I could see this thing go higher though, especially right. Shitcoins do it. Shitcoins do, man. They just pump. It's crazy. What else I wanted to look at too to see if there was some exhaustion going on. You change watch lists here. Go Bitcoin. Get your little ass up there where I said. So I don't have to write that letter. Wow, those really pulled back. Holy shit. Yes, they did. I mean, you had obviously what happened to my list got all screwed up. I'm like, oh, there's AVAX. I was like, wait a minute, AVAX used to be on the top. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, AVAX is up 7%, and then you got God, how do you pronounce it? Elron. Elron's up 12.75%. Powerful little moves, right? I mean, these are the kind of like moves you yearn for in Bitcoin, right? To make that big profit. I got so much shit going on. I need somebody to just searching all these freaking blue chips and shit coins for me. Because I guarantee you, let's pull up Avalanche. I mean, Jesus, guys. Look at the entropy. Look at the entropy. Just rocking and rolling. But it's exhausted at the top side too. Big time. I mean, this looks really familiar to the damn chart we just looked at. It's just riding the Gaussian mean bands are splitting. This makes it real easy too. If you have a real quick hammer to the downside, you've got these deviation bands to catch price action. It's really nice, especially when you find confluence. We're getting really close to having this indicator out too. It will be published. Will be published publicly on TradingView. Invite only, but it will be public so the masses can see the brilliance. Are we building any divergence right now? Not really. Not really. I mean, if you go way back here, if you do go way back here, we're going to want to see the returns oscillator take another tick up. But look at the statistical outlier on the variance right now. It's just going nuts. Going nuts. About the 4 hour on Avalanche. Yeah, it's starting to tick up negatively correlated. But what do I like to wait for? I like to wait for when you get these statistical outliers, right? That's what I like to wait for when I'm trading, when I'm in an active trading session. Obviously, this is on the 4 hour. You got to go back here to the 15-minute where look at this price all over the place. right? I mean, look at these statistical outliers. One to the downside, then you get one to the top side, downside, then top side. Just crazy. Moves all over the place. Down move, up move, up move, down move. They're just all over, one after another. If people don't understand why they shouldn't be getting the pro trader level of this Discord, I can't help you. I can lead a horse to water. I cannot make you drink. And to be honest, I'll let you just die of thirst in the desert if you're not smart enough to realize what we got going on. I'm not saying you can't trade with the pro level, but hey, when you're ready to step up your game, hello, we're here for you. Black Friday going on too, till the end of the year. Actually, we don't just run a 4-day Black Friday. We run our Friday sale to the end of the year. Yeah, AVAX, man, looking good. But look on the 15-minute lately, right? It was doing all this trend, man. It's all random right now. Look at this entropy indicator. That's when you just sit there and you just go, okay, I'm cool. I'm cool. Good profits. If you're trading these low time frames, if you're trading a 4 hour and you're looking at the entropy, right? You were gonna want to take your profit right here where it starts to come out of trend, right? You want to get that profit. See the 12 hour. 12 hour though, man, it's just revving up, right? So this is the difference between scalping the delta on low time frames, or you actually have a life and you just don't sit in front of your computers all day to trade. You want to trade these high time frames. Right now, you're safe. You're safe sitting in this position. As soon as you see one of these 12-hour candles, you see this thing start to go back into randomness or something, right? Or if you see the correlation, the top side of this indicator go dark or go pink, that's get out, get out 100%. But as far as, I mean, you're looking on this 12-hour, this variance has been coming down negatively correlated. So this thing's just walking around, walking up. It's a powerful little booger. I'm sure Elron's going to look crazy as hell too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Looking good. This is what we want to see on the daily or on the 12-hour on Bitcoin, right? We want to see this damn thing rev up. Let's get in some trend. Like old Elron, whatever the fuck you do. Huh. Very interesting. So this is setting up before the daily close, going negative correlation. So that's stifling anything else that's going to happen the rest of the day on this. And if this just rolls over and stays negatively correlated, it's going to start walking up this new coming day. And especially when we're talking about historical volatility, especially in the high time frames, you don't get these statistical outliers. You won't see it turn pink very often. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Should have been in this trade. I don't know, man. I was sleeping at the wheel on these little shitters. Yeah. 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 I mean, you never have these statistical outliers. Not too often, but they're usually good moves, right? Usually good moves. Powerful. And that's interesting right there, boy. You have a statistical outlier going down, historical volatility going down, or the z-score historical volatility going down as it's going into positive correlation. So the price is walking down. And then when historical volatility pops, it immediately changes to negative correlation and you get this dump. Boom. 4 hour. And then it goes sideways. And then we just, hello, release the Kraken, man. Holy shit. Oh, there's Bitcoin coming alive a little bit, you shitcoin. Captain of the magic internet money. That's what Bitcoin is. Gold. Yeah, man. Dude. I mean, if you were smart at that 20, at that literally that 30K low, just think about it, the 30K low. If you would have just freaking longed Avalanche, right? Longed Avalanche, Elron, Solana. Solana was at fucking $20 or something stupid. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, right? But yeah, these platforms, Powerful, man. Powerful, powerful. And any gaming tokens, right? These gaming tokens are going to be off the hook. Hold on. Check something real quick. Not financial advice, right? You know, I just love my gaming tokens, my shit coins. You go. You guys, though, do some research. Do some research on Altura. Do some research on Meta Wars. Do some research on Chain Guardians. Do some research on Ronin Games. If you like yield farming, do some research on Donkey. And if you really want to look at something very interesting, has a super low market cap, and you want to research it, look what Everrise is doing. Read about it. Right at the beginning, I wasn't too sold on it. These are some smart people. And what they're trying to do is pretty damn powerful. Pretty damn powerful indeed. So there's Bilbo's picks of the new week to research. Always do your own research. Don't ever take the advice of some fucking kook, right? Some vagabond that travels the country in a fifth wheel with three dogs, wears sunglasses during the streams with a hoodie up. Don't ever listen to anybody that looks like me. All right. This is never financial advice. Me and Alex Becker, we're just trying not to get you wrecked. We do our own thing. If you don't watch Alex Becker, you are missing out on comedy gold. Guy's a riot. Holy shit. And he's like the I think the Northern Florida orange eating champion too. That's powerful. That's powerful shit. I used to be the California bong hit champion when I was still smoking that cannabis, but yeah, I had to lay off that. Oh shit. What a day. What time is it? Don't I got something to do? Yeah, got 13 minutes. Somebody shoot me something. What do you guys want to look at? Wolf, I know you want to look at something. What do you want to look at? I'll show you how to read a chart, brother. Yeah, Cardano. That's Fluffy McCuck. We've changed Cardano's name to Fluffy McCuck, right? It's if you like Cardano, it's like showing up at the party with your girlfriend, right? And you just sit in the corner and she dances with all the other boys. But it's okay. I'm heavily invested in Fluffy McCuck. Oh, I love it too, man. I'm heavily invested in Fluffy McCuck. But I don't even have to look at the chart. The thing is gonna pop. It really is. And if you think about it, like when we had the massive pullback and all that stuff, Cardano was the one that really held. And it's at this buck 80 level, I think is where it's at. This is a launch point for Cardano, right? That buck 80 zone. It's a lot, it is a launch point. I was looking at it earlier. There's nothing exciting about the charts except telling you, here, you know what? We will take a peek just to look at the volatility. Let's go up here. Yeah, I mean, we still have not had expansion, right? Still have not had expansion on Cardano. Go up to a 2-day. Hold on. First, I need more good stuff. I need a USD pairing. It'll give me some more history calculated by trading from Binance. There we go. Look at the 2-day. Look at the volatility on Cardano, right? Low, 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 low. 3-day, low, low volatility on Cardano. 5-day, low, low volatility on Cardano. See if a weekly will populate. Yep. Look at the weekly. Look at the weekly. Low, 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 low. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And the only type of div at all coming from back here at the low is hidden bull, right? Hidden bull. What's it building right now? Right? This whole time, this thing's just been on the weekly. It's building bull div. So yeah, this thing is going to at some point absolutely explode. In my opinion, this is like a 300 billion, 400, 500 billion dollar project. What's it sitting at? 60 billion or something? Yeah, we can look at Solana. So I'm invested in Solana too. For full disclosure. Full disclosure. I'm gonna have to get on that USD pairing too, so I can get some more. CZ, what are you good for? You're good for calculating as much history as possible. But Solana, right? I mean, Solana hasn't been around a long time. So yeah, weekly's out of the question. Get some more Solana on the 981. We're flashing on the 5-day. We are flashing on the 5-day. There is a little bit of, not a little, there's some bear div. There's bear div all over Solana on the 5-day. But this pullback we're having right now, is that enough? That sure could be. What's going on the 3-day? 3-day's flashing like crazy too, big time. And well, definitely there was some bear div, but this baby's on the 3-day pretty much done. Pretty much done playing out. There's no bull div at all. Hidden bear or hidden bull for sure. From this right here, from this low, we definitely got some hidden bull. So the bear div is building hidden bull right now. That's on a 3-day, 2-day, and Solana's one of those ones too. What? If Bitcoin, when Bitcoin pops, Solana, Cardano, they are going to rocket ship. They're going to rocket ship with Bitcoin. Then you look at Avalanche, right, and Elrond and shit like that. They're blowing their wad right now, in my opinion. It's that people, right? People hear stuff, and so where was everybody throwing trades in today, right? Man, they're obvious. It's not hard to see. It's the only two damn things up, and they're up big time. Everybody threw their cash at those two projects. Bitcoin takes off right now. Don't think them things aren't pulling back. People are going to take those profits and they're going to slam them in Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin dominance at? Yeah, go down a little bit. Down a little bit. Oh, the longs are piling on here towards the end of the day. A little bit of shorts falling off. Okay, Solana. Let's go to the daily and see if there's any div. Bull div back here, right? That's where we got this little boom, bull div on both. Log return Z score, returns oscillator, and just like Bitcoin, this is what I'm talking about. Just like Bitcoin, look at the daily dictator, right? Look at the daily dictator on Solana. Now let's look at the daily dictator on Avalanche. Where the hell are you? You see the difference? It's nice and high up here. It's turning up, but you got Bitcoin and Solana down here by the 2SD band turning up. Hell, you got the high length up here just beating against the 2SD band. I bet it's the same with Elrond. Actually, Elrond looks a lot better than Avalanche. 100%. 100%. Avalanche, though, Bitcoin takes off. I would not be a bit surprised if Avalanche takes a nice little pullback, which what's that do? It just gives you better opportunity to get in on it. 100%. Because it's not going to stay down long. Avalanche. Go back to Sol. Just to show. So Sol's dictator. And then Bitcoin. Right? They're both on the downside turning up, which I always like. Obviously, you understand. I this dictator is powerful. I love it. It's a great indicator. It's definitely part of my arsenal, but we were focusing on Solana. So, needs it. Come on, get up there by that 1SD, little booger. So, what's a 12-hour look like? Yeah, I mean, from up here, right? I mean, why is Solana pulling back? Well, got higher highs on the return oscillator, right? You got lower highs on the price action. It's hidden bear divergence. So we're pulling back, not unless on the or and it's trapped up under the central power mean right here too. Got a nice the last 12 hour coming in, right? Look at that beautiful little freaking random doji, right? That's why I love the entropy indicator. You can set it where the bars of price action will be the same color as the entropy to let you know, or is this random? That's the thing on this 12 hour. This was the last trend. This is all random, Solana. So you're just waiting for this thing to go into trend. What you doing? 4 hour. Oh, so you're lucky it's you asking for that. That's one of my most unfavorite shit coins, but I will look. Let's just look at this. Look at this 4 hour on Solana, all random, right? Last trend in Solana was to the downside. All this, all this up and sideways action, all random. I mean, look at the shit show of the entropy indicator telling you just back and forth, positive, negative, right? All random, all random. Holy crap. If looking this up, if this, come on. Whoa. If this breaks my computer by looking this up, you got to buy me a new computer. Let me see. What do you want, Bitcoin or dollar pairing? Probably dollar. Let's go to the shitcoin carousel. Go to Bitcoin Tether on CZ. Money is safe food. Looks like shit. Let's go to higher time frame. This Bitcoin is pulling back, obviously, 4 hour. All these other coins are going to follow it. To be honest, doesn't look good, man. Doesn't look good. The entropy's starting to drop to the downside. You got the historical volatility Z-score, and this is on a daily. It's heading positive correlated coming down. That's going to bring price action down as well. And you're expanding on the high length AVR negatively correlated. Same with the mid length. You're actually contracting negatively on the low length. Okay. Yeah, at least the daily, it does not look good. Yeah, I can. So you want Bitcoin pair? I mean, I can check the Bitcoin pair. BTC, BTC. Finance. Oh, it's a 12 hour. Let's see what it looks like on the daily. The hell is my price action at? What's happening? There we go. I mean, there's bull did building on the daily for sure. Bull did building on the daily on the Bitcoin pairing, 100%. The historical volatility Z-score is coming down, positively correlated though, and the entropy indicator correlation is to the downside. But you can see, like this daily candle, it has been a dark pink, telling you that the excuse me, Jesus, the correlation is lowering, right? It's decreasing. Correlation is decreasing to the downside, though. So, we open up a new day, you see a nice bright blue candle, and this starts dropping in the trend. VeChain could take off on the Bitcoin pairing. I'm not even going to look at it, but I was looking earlier. I'll tell you what, Bitcoin pairing looks good is that shitcoin gas scam Ethereum. I mean, that Bitcoin pairing looks like it's getting ready to freaking explode, which what's that also tell you? Right? That's why it's like everybody thinking Bitcoin's going to really dump out hard. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of confluence, but yeah, it looks uh, six and it looks a lot better on the Bitcoin pairing. Looks a lot better on the Bitcoin pairing. What about the 4 hour? It's probably yeah. I mean, yeah. You got a lot of bull div on the 4 hour too, so that actually looks good. But yeah, Ethereum's got the best looking freaking Bitcoin pairing on high time frames. I mean, it literally looks like it's getting ready to explode. But that I'm afraid if I look at the Ethereum chart up during a live stream, that it'll affect my computer with the gas scan and start charging me gas on anything I do. It's going to raise the diesel for my dually. It'll probably raise the diesel on my truck like $5 a gallon. I can't have that. Go back to Bitcoin before we wrap this up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, little booger. There we go. Daily. Yeah, I mean, volatility's low everywhere. That's what I like to see. You get volatility, it's all expanded, right? But see, when you get this low length really compress like that, really contract, and then boom, start getting this move to the upside. But I'm keeping an eye on this dictator. I like the way that looks. And going into the end of the day, historical volatility Z-score, that correlation starting to slope back up positive. I wouldn't be a bit surprised we have a good day coming in. We'll see what happens. But I want to see the correlation go blue up here. If this thing's going to drop in the trend, obviously, you don't on a daily. This is what you want the trend to look like, and then that's the corresponding price action you're going to get. All right, bam, boom, bing. Oh yeah. All right, so if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, we are Alpha Trading. We trade volatility, probability, and statistics, and we love to teach people to do the same. The link to our Discord is in the description. Come check us out. Follow the welcome message, right? It'll tell you exactly what to do. Don't just sit down in the waiting room and stare at the wall. Open up a ticket. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you want to do. Or, like I said, you can hang out with the other whelps and stare at the wall. That's what they do down there, I suppose. There's quite a few of them. It's all good. Maybe they just like to join servers and sit around and absolutely do nothing. That's fine too. I'm sure we got a lot of super fans down there stuck in the mud. Oh, I want to learn because nobody else will teach me how to trade volatility. All they do is call me names and make fun of me. It's okay. We're nice. Just follow the welcome message, open up a ticket, tell us what you want. Thanks, you guys, for watching live in the Discord. Appreciate you very much. We'll be back all week, right? All week long, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you guys later.